All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Break. Here we go. Joker. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's the 6th-round pick from Oklahoma, Rodney Anderson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he locates Walker, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Leo.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Now Jones. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
Ready.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
It's our time.
From the gun, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Jones throwing after the interception. He finds Corey Davis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check pass. Check pass.
Now Jones from the gun. He'll throw right side, caught by Davis. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Strip that ball. General West. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones now throwing again. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
Check.
Shoot.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So white 90, black 11.
Double time.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Shit, watch the shit. Hey, Delta. 12. Behind.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Titans getting set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, lock it.
Check 50. Check 50.
Go.
SOS.
Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, Echo. Protein, spare bite.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun, being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st down, Chargers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Easy.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, Rocket! Alpha!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Set! 180!
54.
180! 154.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Rivers on first down. Bell first down and then some. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
79! Hey, 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. That is incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, easy.
54, Mike. 54.
Hey, Wahoo! 54.
From the gun, Rivers. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
31's the mic. I'm coming. Go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Chargers take
Good
over
work, boys.
first
Let's
and
go.
10
Let's
at
go.
their own 15-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
54, right?
Hey, Delta.
54, Mike.
Hey, check.
Mike's 54. 54.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Load it.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust, and this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Championships, baby. 49.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Know your job. 49.
Get it.
Jones now. A final shot before break. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 30-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
Rivers. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Step 180. Ground 80.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jalen Ferguson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ground 80.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Rip left. Rip right. Left.
They'll go again with Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Step 180. 190.
54 Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want
Buffalo one. Buffalo one.
You don't want none. Mike 54.
From the gun, Rivers. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come out here in the eye.
Load it! Load it! Pick it up! Pick it up!
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line. Hey, exit. I'm going to run you over.
Jones throwing on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films. They came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
To try again after the sack. Jones, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out first and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Check 99! Check 99!
throwing, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
390. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And what's that? Hey, 79.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Jalen Ferguson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Zero. Mike 54. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a first down carry by Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Keep it skinny. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, foxtrot. What's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
There on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
Ready? Get that quarterback! Hey, Sam off! Hey, seam 6! Seam 6!
Here's Jones on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
And the Titans, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10.
Ready?
Now Jones operating from the gun. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. 61. Matchbox lights.
Jones to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
91.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Back to throw. Jones. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Alpha!
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Rivers to throw it. Going deep here for Allen. They got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Bell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, Brown 80!
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 3, check Brown. Check 43.
X3, 218,
Throwing here, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Rivers. Caught here by Bell. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy, because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong, because they have plenty of leg.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's go, 30 base. Hey, Sue.
Tight down. There you go.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Caught right side. It's Lewis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss it.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
White, 89.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Le'Veon Bell, 57 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, 50, plant.
49 to Mike. Army.
Get it.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 start. Hard.
You got tight.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They find some open field here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for our visitors, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.